Hello everybody, Sheyla here, and today we have a guide on how to survive the current burst meta as a Paladin. We will be revisiting Time On Target Templar, or TOT Temp, or just Templar for short. This is a bit of an advanced guide. It requires you be really good at pressing your buttons, so I do not recommend this for new Paladins. However, let's get into it with a demonstration. Alrighty, so here we have a Warsong Gulch, and you're just going to see how this playstyle works. You'll notice we get a lot of mana regeneration. We are using 3 out of 8 tier 2. The set bonus gives you 3 holy damage on attack, so it allows us to not use the Ring of Electrical Binding. And the way this works is you are a competent healer. You're very hard to kill because we're using a lot of resilience, and you actually do damage. So this is more of a generalist spec. That's not to say that it doesn't do anything well. That's to say that it does all of these things well. It does everything well. You can tank, you can damage, and you can heal. This is going to require around tier 2 or tier 3 or so just keep in mind you want to get in Blackwing Lair just so you can get the gear required to do this. And the most important thing as far as gear goes is resilience, stamina, and then you're going to want some sort of on-hit Thorns effect. So we're using the 3 out of 8 tier 2 bonus for that. You can also use the Ring of Electrical Binding, and there is also a necklace, I think, from Molten Core or Onyxia that gives that effect too. So talents. We're going to go Benediction 5 out of 5 because you are going to be casting your seals constantly. We're going to go Deflection because you're going to be meleeing a lot and it gives you survivability, and Parry Haste. Parry Haste is very important. Conviction just for the crit. Now we do want more judgments, so that's why we take the Judgment talent, is so we can have Holy Judgment up as fast as possible. Pursuit of Justice so we can close the gap. With Frost Oil, it's going to give us a 68% melee or speed increase. Eye for an eye. Now this is fun if you sit in concentration aura, which you will be in this build. You will be able to have mages and warlocks kill themselves so long as they don't do too much damage. They can still do their 2-shot, 1-shot crap, excuse me, but arcane missiles or icicles, you can literally just hard cast through it and they'll kill themselves on you. So in the Holy Tree, we are taking our int talent just for the int. Int is important because we are healing. Spiritual Focus, this is critical. Holy Judgment, this is also critical. Both are going to let you hard cast Holy Lights on a 1.5 second cooldown, so you need to take those 2 talents. We're also taking Unyielding Faith. Now the 10% bonus doesn't seem like a lot, but when every fear you resist is fantastic. We're taking Improved Concentration Aura. The 15% silence does come in handy too, because that's going to be one of the cons of this build, is you are open to interrupts and stuns. Those are going to be the only thing that shuts you down. If you are not interrupted or stunned, you are basically able to hard cast Holy Lights like crazy, and it's really, really annoying for the enemy. So we are using 5 out of 5 Avengers gear. We're using the Prot set. And we're doing the 3 out of 8 tier 2. So you'll see I'm using the gloves, the wrists, and the belt just for that 3 additional damage on swing. And most importantly, we're also at 15% resilience. Now you do not need 15%. I'm just going hard because I want to live as much as possible, because the burst meta is really frustrating to play through if you have no resilience. I recommend going between 9 and 15%. I also do use the resilience food buff sometimes, just at the beginning of the match, just so I have 18% resilience. Now the way resilience works currently is it's 3% reduced per item. So I have 5 items on me and then I use the food buff. It's not just critical damage that's reduced, it is also dot damage, which is fantastic for going against warlocks and shadow priests. We're clocking in at, I think, 45% defense. And again, I'm just showing you the resilience pieces that I have equipped because they do stack, and the more you have, the more survivability you're going to have. So again, I have 15% resilience, and the belt, it's bugged. It says 1%, but in a second, I'll show the actual blacksmith tooltip. It is 3%. It's not 1%. That is a holdover from when the belt was originally designed. Resilience used to reduce flat crit on your enemy, but it no longer does that. So here we have an Arathi Basin clip, and I'm just going to show you how this works. So we're going to heal our teammates, and you can do damage. You can hop in there and do damage. However, you're going to want to focus on healing the people around you who can't heal themselves, because you can always heal yourself, but they can't heal themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and try to heal this rogue. Okay, I can't. Line of sight. I'm going to heal the people I can see. And my goal is to get this druid to come back over the bridge, because he currently has a healer too. And while we're on top of this bridge, that healer is going to be able to target him. But if I can get him to hop onto the stable side, he's going to go line of sight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little trashy here. I'm going to use my teammate to bait him over. I'm going to let my teammate get low, but I'm not going to let him die. He's going to chase my teammate because he's going to want to finish that kill, because he senses it. So you see the druid getting low. And just as the druid gets low, I heal him, and then we're going to go in and kill him. So yep, he got baited. And then the shaman is going to, one of them's going to stick around, but one of them's going to run off. He's smart. He realizes, okay, we're a little bit outmatched. I'm going to get rid of these totems because I can. He hits me here. I'm going to T bubble. And then they realize, yeah, okay, this paladin just like reset. We can't push this. And I see that we have a trap, so we're good. So we're over here guarding GM, and we got two people floating down. And again, they get me pretty good, and I wanted to heal myself, but I keep on stopping and I end up getting interrupted. So now I gotta go in and melee, but I do have that 15% resilience, so I'm not too worried about getting half health on a mage. Usually you should be, but I know that if he crits me, one, I'm gonna get an eye for an eye proc, so he's gonna damage himself, so that crit is gonna help myself. And then two, all I have to do is cast a judgment, and then in 1.5 seconds I can heal myself full. So I want him to hit me. I want him. It's sort of like you're baiting people into thinking like, oh no, I'm about to die, and then you use your Holy Light really fast on a 1.5 second cast. Repentance or Hammer of Justice just to stop them from casting or interrupting you. And then you reset, and when they look up, they're half health because they've been, getting reflective damage off of Eye for an Eye, plus you're hitting them with your Holy Strike and your Judgments. And then you go back to healing the people around you. So again, this is a really, really cool build once you're able to get it to work. But you're going to need your Thorns effect for your melee swings, your resilience gear, a decent amount of stamina, and also you're going to be you're going to have to be really good at pressing your buttons. You're going to have a good reaction, because you're going to have to repentance people to shut them down. You're going to have to hodge people and then heal yourself. So you're going to have to be pretty advanced at your class. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to harass this mage because the casters are giving us hell. That's the whole reason I'm using this build, is because casters are giving us hell. So my job is going to be to give the casters hell, just so they can't hard cast, because a lot of people get into skirmishes with melee on the front lines, and then the casters are sitting back just sniping people in the background. You want to make sure those casters are not just sitting and hard casting. That is a new mistake. So this warrior thinks he's going to do something. But again, I got 60% armor, 15% resil. I got stone form too, so I mean, you don't want to fight a dwarf paladin ever as a warrior. It's just a headache. Just everything under the sun is gonna mess you up. So we just control mid here. We clear out mid. And again, it's a really, really powerful build once you get comfortable with it. You do everything fantastically. You can damage, tank, heal, but it's not going to be as easy as if you were fully spec'd into one of the trees. So you have to be skilled. You got to be good. You know, you got to be good with ret and good with holy in order to make this work. I was trying a Prot alteration of this build, and it works all right, but it just doesn't have the damage. You're just really annoying to kill, but you're pretty toothless. But you want to be annoying to kill and have teeth, so that's what this is good for. So I'm going to shut down this rogue. We're going to repentance him. Yep, we want him just to hang on out back here, and then I am going to start teeing off on him. Your opponent is me. And he gets some backup. So now it is a 2v2, which I'm thrilled about. I love these natural matchups where it's just like surprise 2v2. So I want to kill this priest, but I also want to keep up my priest. So it's going to be really tough because this priest is smart and he starts mana burning me. If you're ever playing a priest and you're Horde or Alliance and you're fighting a Paladin or any caster, mana burn is really, really criminally underrated. So my focus is going to be I want to generate mana off of whoever I'm hitting, and I also want to shut up this priest just so I can do enough damage, because the rogue is going to keep my healer from healing me, but luckily I can heal myself and my healer, so it's okay, and I can do damage. So all we have to do is survive, and I'm going to continue to wail on whoever I can just to generate mana and to do damage. But the most important thing is I want to keep my teammate up, and this priest is really, really keeping me down. He's mana burning me like crazy, but I've got my regeneration rotation going, and that's when you judge Seal of Wisdom, and then you use Wisdom on yourself, so you're just pumping back mana. With the 3 additional hits, that's just gonna keep my mana flowing. Without those 3 additional hits on melee, the holy hits, the tier 2 set bonus, or Ring of Electrical Binding, you have options. Without that phenomenon, the build is not as good. You can still get away with it, but it's really not gonna see, you're not gonna see the regeneration you need in order to have that unparalleled survivability. Now, you see, we just handled that 2v2 because like we were just too tough to kill. And that's really going to be the draw of this. It's just like you're really a pain in the ass to kill, and you do damage, and you have 2 stuns. It's just a really good build for control. Gives you a tremendous amount of control. I've 2v1 people in this build before. I think I've even 3v2'd people before. I've 2v1 people as holy, though. If you're really hard to kill, it's not hard to 2v1 people. It just takes a long time. So we're just going to control tunnel because we want to grab the flag again and just let them know, like, hey, you guys can try to defend all you want, but you're just going to feed us honorable kills. So defend all you want. We control your turf. We have dominion over Horde side. we were gonna go leave to pick up the flag, but they just keep coming, and it's just like, if you want to fight, I'm gonna fight. I have to fight because you're not gonna stop fighting me. I can't turn my back to you. You're fighting me, so I have to put down the threat in front of me first. So again, we just make quick work of this shaman. And again, you do damage. I'm not here. You can do everything with this build, but it is going to require an advanced comfortability with Paladin. So again, a lock. He thinks he's gonna do something. We just shut everybody down. I have the resilience because they come in. They're angry at me because they understand that attacking me is killing them, but they're not getting that the priest beside them is like sneaking in hits too, and that's you're a battleground tank essentially. You're gonna goad people into hitting you. You're gonna be really tough to kill. You can survive yourself, but if you have anybody next to you, it's GG's. You can 2v5 people. It's really stupid. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. It's stupidly fantastic. So again, all these people think they're going to do so, and our flag carrier just goes out E-ramp, and it's because they think we're going to go tunnel, but no, it's just me and the priest farming HKs in tunnel, it's a fantastic distraction. And I think I'm going to end up going down here. Yep. Well, it was a good run, and our flag carrier is out and about, so I am going to help my team return the flag. I'm trying to figure out where everybody's at. Like, okay. This warrior wants to fight me. I'm gonna give him that fight. And again, it's never a 1v1 in Battleground, so you have to keep that in mind. You have to have situational awareness. You have to be aware of your space, of who's around you. Now watch this. This is a really awesome chain of events. So I'm gonna use this hut just to stay immortal and to beat the hell out of anybody who comes through that door. So we have this warrior here. I'm going to get my wisdom up, get a wisdom on him. And again, I want to keep my holy judgment up. If I can keep holy judgment up as much as possible, I'm going to have constant 1.5 second holy lights. And even with Mortal Strike, I'm still going to be able to keep myself alive. And I get lucky. The leaf respawns and I get it immediately. Now, anybody could have got it, but I just happen to be like in there, and the second it got up, I was like, I don't want them to get it. I need to get it. They start to realize they made a mistake following me in here. They're in a huge mess. And I get another leaf. So again, you can use these leaves if you're being like mobbed by 4 or 5 people and you got decent gear. You can 5v1 people if you stay near that leaf. If you stay on top of that leaf, you can just wipe out the entire team. So this was a good game. We had a decent team, and we were playing pretty well together. It was a good time. We're gonna go for that final pick, and I'm checking my map, and I'm like, where is the flag carrier? Okay, the flag carrier is here. We're gonna get a sacrifice up on the pastor. We're also gonna make sure he is healed to max. I'm not that worried about them because I know everybody there is going to beat the crap out of everybody back there. So I'm going to try to shut down the people outside just so they know, like, oh, we have resistance. It's not going to be like we can just mob Pastor, the FC. No. You've got some fighters. You got some people that are going to throw hands at you. And we just end up wiping everybody out here. So I'm going to go ahead and heal up the people around me because I know Pastor's got a healer. And I don't really have to be side by side. I'm a generalist. I have to do what is good for the moment. And right now, I want to shut down the people who would be potentially chasing Pastor. So again, we're just making clean work of them. Easy work. Easy work. And again, I'm just going to stop as many people as possible. It's like, we've returned the flag. So now all we have to do is have our flag carrier just turn the flag in and we're good. We're all set. Again, shut him down. That's the beauty of this. You have so much control with Repentance, so much control with your Hammer of Justice. Decent healing with that Holy Judgment. You're tough. You're hard to kill. And you can heal too, and you do damage. This is just the perfect build for Paladin. But I think they're gonna end up killing me here because I'm I don't have Lay on Hands. I don't have Bubble. I don't have Stone Form. Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. But we win. GG's. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you like, leave a like, comment, thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Peace.